So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can start and grow a pressure washing business in 2026. If you've not seen any of my videos before, or if you're new to the channel, my name's Michael, and I currently run an exterior cleaning business here in the UK. And I also help other businesses to grow too through paid ads and automations. So if you're sitting here thinking that you'd love to start a pressure washing business, or maybe you currently have a business already and it's not going too well, or you just want to grow and scale this year, this video will hopefully be for you. So I'm going to draw on my own experiences in the industry and also the experiences of other businesses in the industry too. So some of these businesses are doing well over £1 million a year, some are doing much less than that, but deliberately keeping as one-man bands. So hopefully, depending on where you want to go or where you are at the minute, things that I mention will be relevant to you wherever you are. So I remember watching a video like this about 2 years ago. I was in your shoes. I know I wanted to enter the industry, but I didn't know where to start. And I remember watching a video and it was kind of giving me a few pointers. I thought one day I'd love to do my own video once I'm up and running. So here we are. So it's going to be raw. I'm going to just kind of take it step by step as if you were starting from absolutely nothing and then you want to get going and start being profitable in a few months' time. I'm going to go through what I did and what you should do in my opinion. And if you do these things, there's no reason why you can't have a profitable business in a few months' time. So let's get into it. So step one is research. And this might seem really simple, but you'd be really surprised of how many people gloss over this bit. Research is huge. So first of all, just the industry in general. I'm assuming you guys have no experience at all in this industry and little knowledge, which is absolutely fine when starting out. I had absolutely nothing either. But do your research, watch YouTube videos, go on forums, join Facebook groups, look at Twitter, look at all these things that you have online, use ChatGPT. There's so many options available for you to kind of dip your toe into this industry. Research pricing, because pricing can change area to area, so depending on where you are in the world or in the country. Find out what you can charge and what you can actually make. Look at what kind of kit you need, look at techniques, just get a feel for the industry. It's a really good place to start. And once you have a bit of knowledge, the thing that you should do then, what loads and loads of cleaning companies don't do, is just come up with a simple business plan. And this doesn't have to be something that you find on The Apprentice with loads of figures and crazy stats and all this. Just something that kind of shows what you want to earn in 12 months' time, how are you going to get there, and work backwards then. So let's just say you find a figure that you want to earn in 12 months' time, whatever that may be. Work it out. How much is that a month, a week, a day? And then work out how much you got to earn then. Work out how many jobs you can realistically accommodate at the minute, because you might have a job already and this might going to be a side hustle that you hope to grow and then leave your job, or you might just be going straight into it and going, yep, let's do it, let's go full time. So work out how much you can do a day or a week or a month. Work out how much you want to earn and how you're going to get there. And that'll give you a great foundation to starting a business in this industry. So the next step for me would be to do an introductory training course. So I don't know where you are in the world or what's available to you, but here in the UK there's quite a range of courses to get you started in the industry. So I'm not here to promote any particular one, but I can tell you the one that I did was the Pure Seal Module 1 training course, which basically was a classroom-based course. It was 2 days up in Crewe. And it started as if you knew nothing pretty much in the industry. So we had like a booklet that we worked through, and it kind of took you through the different surfaces, the cleaning methods, an introduction to chemicals and the health and safety. And it was a great place to start if you have no experience in the industry. There were other exterior cleaning companies there, like window cleaners, there. But most of us in the room had never cleaned anything, and it was just brand new to us. So there's other courses and companies that do it out there. Check your area, check whatever is available in your country. And I really recommend investing in that because it's a great starting block for you. And it's a good chance to kind of just learn, take it all in, and then decide if you actually want to carry on and doing it. Because you might do the course and think, this isn't for me. Or you might do the course and go, right, this is brilliant. I know that I want to do this now. And then you can progress and go in that direction. So a training course is definitely a step that you should do. It's so much better than going into it blind and learning yourself. So the next step after that would be to buy your equipment. This is obviously going to depend on how much money you have to get started. I will say it's not really a business that you want to start if you've got absolutely no money. There are ways to do it. You can start with nothing, maybe door knocking and cleaning gutters and building a bit of cash flow from day one. But you want a bit of cash to start with, and there's going to be there's going to be some kit that you definitely need. Some kit would be a luxury, and some kit that you don't need at all at this stage. So I'm going to tell you what I got to get going, and what lots of people in the industry use to get going. So obviously you're going to need a pressure washer to begin with, and I'm going to show you this here. So this is the one that I got from Rutland Pumps. So you'll see loads of machines out there. You'll see loads of starting prices, loads of litres per minute. What bar is it? There's loads of jargon out there if you have no experience in this industry. I didn't know what to buy. I saw loads of machines being knocked around, loads of terms I just didn't understand. But one thing I can tell you is this: you need at least a 21 litre per minute machine. If you have anything lower than that, yeah, you might be able to get away with 15, but there's loads of cheap options there that you can get with. And if you don't get a good enough machine to begin with, the jobs are going to take you so much longer. You're going to get frustrated. It's going to keep breaking down, and you're going to end up spending more in the long run. So invest in a good pressure washer to begin with. I used Rutland pumps. They're a popular supplier here in the UK. There's other suppliers out there, but this is the kit that I got. So a starter kit is a great place to go to begin with. So this gave me a Watertech Honda GX390 pressure washer, which is kind of industry standard to get going with, and it will help you do a really good job, a really good professional job. So you get the pressure washing machine here, and there's a few other things you get. You get the suction hoses you need. You get the return to tank hose. You also get a flat surface cleaner. You get the hoses, the triggers, the lances, and also a bin conversion kit because you're going to need a buffer tank. So once you buy a professional machine, you have to get a buffer tank, which is basically, it can be a big wheelie bin. It can be just a water tank in a van that basically acts as a buffer in between your machine and the customer's tap, because you can't go straight into the customer's tap because the water flow can't keep up with the machine. So you have to have something in the middle. So there's loads out there as well. This is the one I used, I think, from Equip to Clean. It's just kind of a cheap wheelie bin basically, and you can connect your hoses to it and you fill it up before each job, and that way your machine keeps working. You don't run out of water straight away. So once you've got your machine and that starter kit, there's not much else you really need, apart from your buffer tank, obviously. Yes, there's things like rubble sacks and brooms and fire extinguishers, goggles, headphones. There's little things like that, but I'm not going to go into every single thing that you need in this video. But a starter kit kind of gives you everything in one. It's a bit cheaper than buying separately, it makes it easier, and if you can afford it, it's a really good way to go. And then obviously once you've got all the kits, you're going to need somewhere to put it and to store it whilst you're going in between jobs. So you can theoretically do it out of your car if you've got a big enough car. I really wouldn't recommend that. If you have the money, you should get a van, basically. Even if it's a small van. So the first van that I had was a Citroen Berlingo. I think I paid £7,500 for it. It was a lovely van, but I grew out of it really quickly, especially when you start adding other services on like roof cleaning or gutter cleaning, where you've got more kit in the van. It quickly becomes really small, but it's so much better than working out of a car. I know that everyone has to start somewhere, and you may be on a budget, but if you cram it into your car, you look unprofessional, you're going to ruin your car, and it's going to be a nightmare getting in and out of your boot or putting seats down. So if you can get a van to begin with, just start small. A Peugeot Partner or a Citroen Berlingo is great, even if it's second, third hand. Just get something to get you going. Once you have cash flow, then you can upgrade your van like I've done. You can even pay monthly if you don't have enough cash to put down in one payment. Find something that you can pay monthly, get the van, and then you can get your logo on it. You can put any signage on there that you want. You'll look way more professional. You'll feel better for doing it. You'll feel like you're more in the industry, and it'll be a less headache than getting in and out of a car. So the next thing to do once you've done your research, your training, and you've got your kit would be to practice, because you can learn as much as you want from books or training courses or watch loads of videos on YouTube or other platforms, but the best way to practice is to just do it. So for me, what I did is I contacted all my friends and family and then my neighbours too, told them what I was doing and offered them a free clean. And by doing that, it's giving you real life on the job experience, but there's no pressure because you're offering it for free. It doesn't matter if you take 10 hours to do a driveway or a patio. Just do a good job, practice, get a feel for the technique. Even, like I said, it takes you ages, it doesn't matter, but it gives you a chance to actually do the job. And what it also allows you to do is get reviews, because we'll go on to that in a minute, but it allows you to collect reviews and also allows you to film footage and take before and after pictures, so you're building your portfolio up from day one. So just knock on doors of your neighbours. Like I said, text your family and friends, just say, hey, can I come and give you a free patio clean, a free driveway clean? Just leave me a review and let me take some pictures and videos. And it's a great way to practice. And then it's a great way also because if you do a really good job on your friends and families or your neighbours' driveways or patios, there's a good chance that they're going to promote you then to other people they know, and it just widens your circle of potential customers. So practicing is definitely one. Put a GoPro up, put your phone up and just film each job, take a before and after picture, and you've got good content then to start promoting yourself when it comes to it. But we'll get into that later. But training is a really important step for me. Practicing is a really good step. And what I did, and you might want to do this as well, I joined a load of pressure washing pages, like groups on Facebook. And I contacted people. I put a post up saying, "Hey, I'm new in the industry. Would anyone mind me shadowing them on a few jobs?" And someone said yes. He was very kind to me. And then I went up north with him to Lancashire, and I spent a day just shadowing him. And he eventually let me clean some of the drives and patios myself under his supervision. But it was a great way I did my own practice on my friends and family and neighbours, and then I got real life practice on a real job with someone already in the industry. So I recommend doing that if you can. So the next thing would be to market yourself and to make yourself visible, because no one knows you exist yet. And a big mistake that a lot of new pressure washing companies make is they get the kit, they're set up, ready to go, they've done all the practicing, done the training, and then they think the phone's going to ring. And for the reality for most people is that's not going to happen, because no one knows you exist. So I think, if you've watched my videos before, something I say is marketer first, cleaner second. Because you can be the best cleaner, you can have the best technique, get the best job for your customers, have the best kit, have the best van. But if no one knows you exist, and there's no leads there, then what's the point? So you have to early on invest in your marketing, get yourself out there, do the right things that are going to get eyeballs on your business. So the first thing is going to be obviously to create a website. You don't have to spend thousands getting a graphic designer, getting a website creator to build you something. You don't have to do that. Keep it simple. Go on Squarespace or WordPress, or kind of plug in and play, drop in templates. That's really easy to do. If you can't do that, if you don't want to do that, if you don't have the technical ability, outsource it to Fiverr or other sites like that. Find someone to do it cheap. Just build you something simple that says who you are, where you are, what services you offer, a little video to promote yourself and your logo. And that's all you need to get going. It doesn't have to be something fancy. Yes, when you grow, you might want to upgrade your website and start investing in SEO and things like that. But just a simple website to get you going is more than enough. And start building your Facebook pages and Instagram, TikTok. Your social media is huge. All your clients are on social media. Get yourself in front of there. Post your before and after pictures from the jobs that you did for free. Get in front of the camera. People buy from people. Introduce yourself. Start talking in front of the camera to every job. Yeah, you might feel like a bit of an idiot to begin with, and people might laugh at you to begin with, but who cares? People buy from people. Get yourself in front of the camera. Document everything and post frequently on social media. Because by the time pressure washing season comes around, if you've got a load of reviews and if you've got an active social media presence, you've already got strong foundations there. People will trust you and know who you are. And then it comes to booking actual jobs. People will trust you and they're more likely to book you. So get your website, keep it simple. Don't spend thousands. There's no need. Build your social channels. Get in front of the camera. Post regular content. And then the next one would be to optimize your Google My Business profile. Loads and loads of cleaners don't do this. And if they do, they set it up and then just leave it and never touch it again. If you optimize your Google My Business profile, you'll boost up your local rankings. And it's a free tool that I don't understand why people don't utilize it. So by optimizing your Google My Business profile, add your services in, add photos, add videos, get reviews, all the free jobs that you did. Send them the your Google review link and say, please, can you leave me a review? And it will help you build credibility. It'll help you boost the rankings. And I did a video on this before, but if there's two companies offering the same services and one has 5 reviews and one has 55 reviews, people are going to go with the 55 reviews. Think about when you go on holiday or you go to a new restaurant or a pub or whatever, some sort of activity experience. You check the reviews. Hotels, you always check the reviews. It's social proof. People buy from people. People go with who they trust. And if other people are recommending you, people will trust you. So Google reviews are really important. Optimize your profile, upload videos, put updates regularly. Even if you schedule it in like a CRM or something so you don't have to worry about it. That's a really good foundation to put in place that most cleaners forget about. And if you can do that, you'll be ahead of 95% of people in this industry, because most people just don't do it. So once you've got your website set up, your social media channels, and you've optimized your Google My Business profile, the next step would be to start marketing properly. So this is going to vary depending on what type of budget you have. I appreciate, if you're just getting started, you might not have any cash to spend on marketing. But marketing is so, so important. For me, it's more important than the cleaning to begin with. Yes, you have to be able to do a good job and do a professional job and deliver what you say you're going to deliver to your customers. But marketing keeps leads coming in, it keeps your calendar booked, and it's so, so important to focus on. So there's different ways that you can market your business. There's a simple way where you can get leaflets like this made. So I just made it on Canva with my contact details. You won't be able to see this very clearly. Maybe if I put it up a bit like there, I don't know. The services that I offer, a few before and after pictures. And you can go and door knock, introduce yourself and hand the flyers out. There's a really, really low conversion rate with leaflets. It's like less than 1%. So you have to send out or give out loads, like thousands and thousands, to start seeing a good return. But leaflets is one if you're stuck for cash, tight for cash, and you just want to start getting your name out there. Leaflets is a good one, and door knocking is a good one. The main one for me that I will always champion, if you've watched my video before, is paid ads. Paid ads can fill your calendar really fast. And people get scared of investing in Facebook ads or Google ads, but if it brings you back even 2 or 3 times what you put in, it's a no-brainer to keep doing it. So if you spend X amount on Facebook, for me, somewhere between £600 to £900 a month on Facebook ads will see you a really nice return. Depending on what service you offer, pressure washing will give you a nice return. Let's just say you spend £600 to £900. Maybe you get 15 to 20 bookings at £200 to £300 a driveway or patio. It's a really nice profit, and it fills your calendar up and it gets you going. So if you can, invest in Facebook ads or Google ads to get your name out there quickly and get more eyeballs on your business. Don't think of it as an expense, see it as an investment. You'll make your money back if the ads are done correctly. So don't be scared of that. Too many cleaners are scared of investing into Facebook or Google ads because they think it's so much money. They hear £600 to £900 a month and they think, oh no way I can afford that. But if that's £600-900 brings you back £5,000 to £7,000, £8,000, you're like, absolute no-brainer. Why would you not do that? So hopefully you have that capital to invest in straight away. If you don't, go maybe more old school, leafleting, door knocking, things like that. But yeah, start marketing as early as you can because it'll help you stand out, and you'll be surprised how quickly you can book jobs in when you do correct Facebook ads or Google ads. So that's the next step for me. So once you're up and running, and let's just say you've got paid ads or leaflets or whatever marketing method you use to start getting jobs in, obviously now you got to start doing the jobs. But to keep growing with these, when you do these jobs, like I said before, document everything. Every job you do, put a camera up, take a before and after picture of the surface, because they're great. People love seeing them. I personally film all my jobs, or at least the jobs that I know are going to look good on camera. With a camera, I film like a time lapse, speed it up, and they get really nice views on social media. I've done a video about social media views before on my Instagram and TikTok, so check that out if you want to. But I started posting. I didn't post regularly on my socials for the first half of the year, and I got I think it was like under 200,000 views. And then I started posting regularly, filming really good content and just simple content. You know, this isn't high budget stuff. This is just a camera in one position, and then speed the footage up, and it shows me doing the job. And then that increased by like 3,500%. And now we're pushing 10 million views on my platforms, all because I started posting regularly, and people love watching the satisfying content. So do that with every job, document everything. I got myself in front of the camera a lot, so just flip the camera around, say, hey, we're here today on this job, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 and then show them at the end as well, this is the result. And people will get to know you then, and you'll start getting more bookings as you post more content, basically. On each job as well, something that I do is I knock on both neighbours' sides. So if they've got a neighbour on one side, neighbour on the other, knock on the door, introduce myself, apologise for any noise, say you'll clean up any mess. But whilst you're there, you can also mention your services to them. So you can say, I'm cleaning your neighbour's driveway, I'm cleaning their patio, their roof, their gutters, whatever. Whilst I'm here, would you like yours done too? And then give them a price. And you'd be surprised how many say yes to that. Like, so many people don't think to do this, but it's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses, right? If a neighbour sees that their next door neighbours had their driveway cleaned, and then theirs looks even more dirty because theirs is so clean, they won't want to stand out, basically, as having that dirty drive. I used to have an innuendo on the first van that I got that said, don't be that dirty neighbour. And so many people commented on that and said, yeah, like that's true, it got me to book, or it started a conversation. So people will want theirs doing once they see other people on their street doing it too. So make sure you knock on their neighbours. And once you have completed a job, take your flyers that you get made and post them into 5 doors one side, 5 doors the other, and then 10 across the street. So your people obviously see you working, they'll probably hear you working as well, so they'll be peeking out the curtains. then they'll be thinking about maybe having theirs done too. And if you can post a leaflet in while it's in their brain, they'll see your logo, have your contact details, and then hopefully they will book too. I've done it quite a few times last year. There's a few videos on this channel actually. I did a driveway, and then I ended up doing 4 or 5 driveways in one cul-de-sac because everyone just started booking. Loads of times where I've done a drive and both neighbours have booked, so you end up doing 3. With roofs, I did 4 on one street, 4 roofs, because everyone just wanted theirs booked too. So don't underestimate the power of keeping up with the Joneses, if that makes sense, and the power of I guess FOMO, fear of missing out. I guess when people look out of their windows, see something that the neighbours have had done, they want it too. So take advantage of that for sure. Another thing to make sure you do is collect reviews from as many customers as you can. Don't be afraid to ask. Loads of cleaners just are too scared to ask, or they forget, or they just assume that the customers are going to leave them one. Give them, whilst you're there cleaning up, send them the link on WhatsApp. Have a little kind of review card that says scan this, or a QR code. Would you mind just leaving me a review? It'd be greatly appreciated. It's my first year pressure washing, and it'll really help me to grow. They'll do it. They'll definitely do it. Well, not definitely, but most people will do it. If you ask them to their face and you explain why you'd want the review and why it helps, people will help you out. Try and get as many as you can. You can get 5 to 10 in busy season a week. That's not unrealistic. Maybe to begin with, you might have less than that, but keep doing it. It keeps building your Google My Business, keeps helping you go up the rankings and make you look more professional. And also, you can also offer a referral scheme. So that's something that I introduced last year. It was, I got a little card made on Canva. I don't know, I actually haven't got it near me, but a little card that it was like a refer a friend card, and it has 5 stamps on it. And there's a reward for if they recommend up to 5 people. So if they recommend 1 neighbour, they get this, 2 neighbours, 3 neighbours, 4 neighbours, 5 neighbours, etc. And that's a really good way to get more work in as well, is a referral card. And then the next thing that I would mention is, if you are just starting out with pressure washing, it'd be to offer more services. So pressure washing, typically in the UK, it might be different to where you are around the world, but in the UK, typically mid to end of February up until October is pressure washing season. After those months, so usually in the winter, pressure washing will stop for a lot of people. Some people will still want their properties cleaned during the winter, and you'll get commercial work if you want to go down that way, but the majority will stop. So to keep earning the money in the winter, you may want to diversify your services. So a popular one would be gutter cleaning. So invest in a gutter vacuum and a gutter cleaning set. So for a lot of people, it'd be like a long vacuum where you stack poles together. You can do it from the ground and kind of use the suction to empty the gutters from the ground level. If you want to go more low budget, you can go up with a ladder, old school, some gloves, bucket, scoop everything out, sponge everything down. If you don't want to invest in a gutter vac, but gutter vac is just safer and quicker. So gutter cleaning is really good. And then roof cleaning is the other one that I'd like to mention. I'd make sure you perfect your technique of cleaning on the floor first. So start with pressure washing driveways and patios before you go on to roofs, because roofs, it's a great service to offer. It's all year round, really good in the winter. Much more higher ticket as well, so you learn 4 or 5, 6 times what you earn on a patio. But it comes with its risk. You're working at height, you're working on people's roofs that protect their family, protect their home, so you don't want to break anything. So there's a reason why roof cleaning you can charge more. It's more expensive. So be comfortable on the ground first, then look at roof cleaning. Do some roof cleaning courses, buy the roof cleaning kit. And once you do that, offer that in the winter. But offer all year round, but offer it in the winter if you're struggling for work. And you can earn a really nice amount with roof cleaning for sure. So add more service on gutter cleaning, roof cleaning. And there's other services as well. There's like render cleaning. I don't currently offer render cleaning, but you can. Window cleaning, there's a few other things. Christmas lights, putting Christmas lights up at Christmas, you'd be surprised. That's another service you can offer. So take a look at what other services you can offer to keep your business growing. So that is pretty much how you could start a pressure washing business in 2026. So just to recap some of the steps that I've mentioned. Number 1 was to research pricing, the industry, what you need to get started, a simple business plan to get you going. Number 2, introductory training course. Find a course that's near you, or in your country, just to dip your toe in and get going. Next was to buy your equipment. Best way to go for me is to have a starter kit and get a small van. Next would be to practice on your friends and neighbours' properties for free, to practice, get some experience and to document everything. Next would be to create a website on your social media pages. No need to spend thousands. Just use Squarespace or outsource to Fiverr, some drop-in and plug-in and play templates. Set up and optimize your Google My Business profile. Start posting every week on your social media channels. Get yourself in front of the camera. Collect reviews, collect as many reviews as you can from your friends and family who you did the free jobs for. Start marketing. If budget allows it, start with Facebook ads because you can fill your calendar quickly, or Google ads. If you've got a lower budget, get some leaflets printed, go door knocking, introduce yourself in the neighborhood. You'd be surprised that can work, but just remember that you have to post thousands of leaflets to see a return because it's less than 1% success rate. Yeah, and then once you start getting paid jobs, reinvest everything you can back into the business for marketing. Keeps the ball rolling. Knock on all the neighbours' doors when you clean someone's property, offer your services to them too. Keep collecting as many reviews as you can. Document every job. Offer referral schemes, and then you can add on more services in the winter or the quiet periods if you want to grow and scale. Once you're earning good money and your business is established and you're happy with where you are, you can then look at scaling if you want to. Do you want another man on the road? Do you want to hire someone and grow and do more properties each day? Or are you happy keeping it as a one-man band? And maybe it gives you the lifestyle that you want. It gives you the amount of money that you want each year, and there's no reason to scale. But once you lay the foundations, right, some of the foundations that I've mentioned today, it gives you much more of a chance of succeeding in your first year. So many cleaners just go into this blind with some cheap kit, assume the phone's going to ring, don't mark it, and then they're out of business within less than a year. Don't be that person, don't be that company. Put the foundations in place, practice, get good at your job, market. That's what I always say. And get yourself out there, and there's no reason why you can't be profitable in a few months' time. There really isn't. So hopefully this video has helped you understand the industry a bit better. If you're thinking about getting started, hopefully, some of these tips will help you to get going. Don't be afraid of starting. The hardest part is to start, but you've got to start. Every journey starts somewhere, right? Just start, get going, practice, see what happens, see if it's for you. It might not be for you once you get started. So so just get out there, try it, market yourself, and see what happens. But if you put some of these things in place, if not all of them, there's a very strong chance that you have a profitable pressure washing company in the next few months and at some point in 2026. So I hope this video has helped. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.